kambang Israel.
Pati yung draft dito, no?
Nilabas na si Nargada. Si Nargada, mga kaibigan. Ako, medyo situational ang lineup ng Barcy sa akin dito. Kuya Shin, mas more on semi-defensive side ang nakikita ko dito kapag tumagal ang laban. What's interesting dito, kapag nagtabi-tabi ang side ng Team Red, instant NAR ultimate coming out from the NAR dito kay Nargada.
Yes.
Yun lang.
So, nakita naman natin yung draft ng pareho nating teams. I mean, so far, before we send it over to our casters, any final thoughts? And of course, more so, with those thoughts, sino ang tingin yung mananalo dito sa Game 1 natin?
Yes, I'll make a tough call here. Actually, gusto kong kamustahin sila Rebenga at sila Nip dito. Pero just looking into, I mean, for me, looking into the draft, nakita ko yung Ezreal still, question the Ezreal here, Saya still available. Yun yung malaking tanong din. I also appreciate the counter of the Kindred against the Trundle. Malaking question lang din yung NAR. Depende. Pero may window kasi yung NAR against the Darius.
Yun nga eh.
My vote here will go para sa Team Red.
Sa akin naman, Team Red din. Pero you have to take note that the reason I feel na ba't nila pinili NAR was because wala silang counter-engage. If ever kasi kung titignan mo yung composition with that Rise, makes it so na napakabilis makapag-catch off dito ng Team Red. So that NAR with the NAR push would actually allow them to, at least set or kind of counter-control the pace of that initiation. Plus, another thing then you have to take note then was the Rise was a really good pick kasi in a sense, it kind of counters din the Shen response. Kung nag-respond yung Shen, you can basically put more bodies with that Rise ultimate. So you have to just, it's gonna be very situational overall.
Let the bodies hit the lane.
Yeah.
Exactly. But anyways, Team Red din ako kasi I like their late game composition.
Well, for me, sinabi mo na nga, that global ultimate coming out from yung si Rise, samahan mo pa ng ultimate ni Kindred, pag nagtabi-tabi sila, isang malupit na Nargada ultimate, kapag nakuha yon ng Team Barcy, pag umabot tayo ng medyo late game, I'm favoring Team Barcy dito.
So medyo slight split between yung ating panel. So there you have it, guys. You've heard from Manjin, Shinbu, and Asurai. So for the meantime, with that, of course, magkakaalaman na lang tayo as we head on to the Rift. So we'll be passing it to our casters, Chisto and Vulcan. Take it away, guys.
Our panels out there, so thank you so much for that. So once again, guys, before we go to Summer's Rift, we'll be your shoutcasters for Game 1 of our first series. Ako si Vulcan, kasama ko si Chisto. So, Chisto, entering yung Game 1 natin, your thoughts naman din.
Ako ang thoughts kung gwapo na datingan mo ngayon, pare. Pero headed into Game 1, guys. Of course, best of 3 to between Team Red and Barcy Esports. And while our panel said all Team Red, I'm actually voting for Barcy on this one. Kasi after ng pick and ban, di ba, pinag-usapan natin to kanina, Vulcan. Yung early game talaga is yung strength ng Barcy. And after pick and ban, feeling ko nakuha nila lahat ng gusto nila para sa early game. So if they're able to get a good lead in lane, tas matransition into mid game, I'm not favoring the chances of Team Red.
When it comes to the way you said about Team Red, I've gotta put my bet on Team Barcy because as I agree with you, I agree with Chisto that when it comes to these guys, the way they play, it's all about early aggression. But as we all say in the caster desk, Chisto, alam natin lahat. Let's go straight to game number 1. This is our first match to determine who will move on in the lower bracket. Team Red on the blue side versus Barcy Esports on the red side.
Yeah, tingnan natin, of course. This all leads to Conquerors Manila, so important match right here. And of course, since best of 3 lang to, hindi siya ganun kahaba na series. Game 1, very important. It puts whoever the winner is immediately on match point. Pero ito nga, natin si Asidia, tingnan natin kung may handles siya.
They're not going for those chicken waits like we always see dun sa first day natin ng mga qualifiers. National qualifiers ng Globe Conquerors Manila. So far, so good for BE and Team Red. They're not going to go for invades, but I think for BE, good ward there.
Hirap ilagay niyan. Kailangan sakto yung mouse mo.
Sometimes I miss it too.
Yeah. Eh, hindi ka naman nag-ward. Palagi ka nasa top lane eh.
They don't know that.
Pero, ayun nga, balik tayo dun sa pinoint out ko dito. Varsity Esports basically got everything they want in pick and ban. Sila yung team na more focused on playing sa early game compared to Team Red na more mid-game team fight focused. And looking at the laners of Varsity Esports, majority of their lanes will push in early and it will allow XDXP to invade constantly on this Trundle. Whereas for Team Red, it's more of weathering the early game storm of Barcy Esports.
So when it comes to Barcy Esports, they have ways to go for the early aggression, right? But for, as you said, Team Red, invade-wise, sige, that's what you use this Kindred for. Going for those jungle invades and looking at the picks, I think they'll have an easy time going for priorities naman dun sa bot and mid.
Yeah. And talking about, di ba, yung lane matchups nga, Vulcan, yung laners ng Team Red, especially in mid and bot lane, Rise needs to scale up. He needs 2 to 3 mana items para tuloy-tuloy lang yung DPS niya pag teamfight. Kaisa needs 2 to 3 in order to scale, whereas kung titignan mo yung early game power ng Team Red, nandun sa Darius sa top lane, kaso he was immediately countered by the Gnar range matchup. So, I'm looking at this game and I feel like walang lane na mapapressure yung Team Red.
But looking at Barcy Esports, tingnan mo si XTXP dito, Chisto. After his red, immediately goes for the scuttle. Now he's looking at bot lane.
Level 1.
Level 2 gang. Alright, up in the air. First gang. Venus lighting a ton. This is first blood at stake here as Barcy will take it away. What a clean gang coming from XTXP.
Yeah, okay yung pillar and maganda rin yung flash taunt follow neto ni Venus on that Shen. Sakto yung reaction time. Helps him secure the kill. First blood over to Barcy Esports. And this goes back, Vulcan. Lahat kaya na sinabi ko before, walang lane na kayang i-pressure early itong Team Red. And they need to weather the storm that they're facing right now.
And as for Barcy Esports, they can actually abuse their early start dito, Chicho.
Yeah.
So, tingnan natin sa first blood natin. Doon sa bot lane, grabe yung flash galing kay Venus there.
Yeah.
Saktong-sakto sa Arden.
Yeah, meron lang tamang frame para ma-execute ng tama yan. Tingnan natin. So, top lane, Lando has... He might die here.
Okay, flashing in. That's gonna be the passive doing the work.
Oh!
Trade! And that's gonna be a 1-for-1 in the top side.
Yeah, very close trade right there. As a Gnar, ayaw mong malapita ka nung Darius. I do believe Lando isn't running the Triumph. Isipin mo mabubuhay siya nun kung meron siyang precision, but still 1-for-1 in the top lane advantage over to Barcy Esports.
But this is a city we're talking about, Jisto. This is the player that alam natin, sobrang aggressive siya sa top lane. Give him yung lead, and you know it's gonna snowball to sa top lane.
Yeah, pero kung isipin mo yung matchup, Vulcan, isipin mo Gnar against Darius. Darius will get kited to death by this Gnar. Kung i-consider mo yung magiging itemization neto ni Lando, is gonna go Black Cleaver, Frozen Mallet, but hold that thought.
Isaac again by XDXP, trying to get away. He does have to flash and ghost, but it'll be Isaac. Not using any of them. Gets away safely.
Yeah, tough call right there for Isaac. Buti na lang di siya nag-burn ng Summoners. He is low on mana though, so he might need to back off soon. Of course, si Emperor, kaya rin niya mag-back dito. He does have teleport to get back to lane.
Oh, not to mention, looks like for Rebenga, can go for the mid lane. That's a nice ward placed by XXP, denying the gank from Rebenga.
Yeah, tignan mo yung mana dito ni Isaac Wolf. He needs to back away. And since walang teleport yung Rise, it means na hindi ganun kaganda yung back timer niya. Tignan mo, XTXP will push in the wave here para ma-deny yung CS. And Emperor can actually get a decent reset since he is running teleport on that swing.
And you talked about yung teleport dun sa mid lane. Let's look at the bot lane. Kahit yung Fiddlesticks at Kai'Sa, aggressive sila mag-push the bot lane. It's okay. May teleport naman si Lyre here and can actually catch the incoming waves in the bot side.
Yeah, ngayon, XTXP is looking mid. Emperor actually forced to flash.
Ooh, si Isaac still staying in lane. Does not want to give up this huge wave.
Yeah, kaso may teleport si Emperor pabalik dito. So, definitely advantage over to the Swain. Pero not having flash on both mid laners means that we might see a lot of action dito sa mid lane. Expect both junglers to head towards that lane very, very soon.
But meanwhile, Barcy Esports trying to get control in the river side. And the bot side, Venus takes down one warrior. So, looks like Barcy Esports will take control of the bot side here. And for Team Red, I'm pretty sure they're looking for something here.
Yan, tingnan mo yung unang binili neto ni Emperor on that Swain. Not opting to go for the components for Catalyst. Immediately buys a blasting one. Meaning gusto talaga niyang abusuhin yung early game advantage nung Swain over the Rise matchup. Wants more AP, so at least there's more damage. Top lane, Lando is struggling quite a bit.
When it comes to Gnar, isang lang takas yung Gnar yung hop away, but if let's say they can time yung upper hand at the right time, he can actually deny the escape from Lando. And we can see here, guys, walang silang dalawang teleport, double flash out there, so I'm pretty sure they know their summoner's spell.
Oh, Isaac is pushed in!
XDX be going in there, nice move, never move from Emperor there, Ice Pillar, he's gonna be slowed down, Isaac taking from the Ignite, and XDXP takes him down!
Yeah, big misplay there by Isaac. You don't want to be pushed up that far in the lane against a Swain and a Trundle. Sobrang ganda ng combo na pwedeng iba to nitong dalawang champions galing ng Barcy Esports. Rebenga, kahit na nandun siya in the area, he won't be able to help at all. So still, another win there for Barcy Esports. A big misplay by Isaac.
And as for Barcy Esports, they have ways to invade now the jungle of Team Red, and this is what Team Red did not want to happen. They wanted to be the ones to push them in, and looks like Emperor picking up the early blasting one really helps them push in stronger than this Rise.
Yeah, and dito Vulcan, lumalabas na yung issue na binanggit natin tungkol sa Team Red laban sa Barcy Esports. There's no real lane that Rebenga can pressure on this Kindred. It's just a matter of how long can they hold out against the early game barrage na binabato nga nitong Barcy Esports papunta sa kanila.
But you have to wait it out. Maybe for Team Red, they're just waiting for that spec you were talking about. After this early game, na medyo not in favor of Team Red, it's still okay because Barcy Esports, they're doing what they're doing to their win condition. Nah, they should pressure Team Red. They should not let them roam around their map freely. But for Team Red, they're doing the same thing, that holding on and still waiting for the time to shine.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do. And you know the interesting thing here, XDXP, lamang siya ng isang level compared kay Rebenga, regardless of him actually having more priority when it comes to ganking. Nakakasabay pa rin siya sa gold and experience. The CS numbers between both junglers actually still very close. So XDXP is showing up for this game.
But when it comes to CS, hindi masyado sila malayo. But looking at the kill score, grabe si XDXP dito. I mean, 2-0, and this is the guy that you want to look out for. Now, he will be the one to let your team kill, and he will be the one to get you kills there. Looks like XDXP going towards the ball.
Whoa!
What a great flash taunt coming from that shed. Venus setting up for the gang again for the bot lane. Neep will be taken down by Liar.
Yan, nag-overextend itong bot lane ng Team Red. XDXP nandun na naman para i-punish sila. 4-1 in kills already for Barcy Esports, abusing their early game advantage.
This is them really shutting down the early game for Team Red. They don't want them to have a really nice transition time going towards the mid to late. And dito guys, kita tayo yung aggression in Varsity Esports na early game, it's really in their side. Pero guys, teka lang, yung kay Team Red, you gotta wait out dun to mid to late game. That's the time they will scale. May Rise sila, tapos may Kai'Sa.
Yeah, and I think dun talaga lumalabas yung strengths ng Team Red as a 5-man team. Yung talagang mid-game, dun sila nag-shine once they arrive at those team fights. Pero I'll have to hold that Taurus bot lane.
Venus getting some abuse from Neep and Ardai. Looking at the map here, Venus going towards the Toronto XXP is there. While Neep onto Liar. Looks like it's Team Red just zoning them out, but XXP may go towards the mid lane. Ito na.
Okay, disengage muna sila, but mid lane, I think XDXP wants to start a fight though.
I don't think so. Emperor is quite low and I think they want to play it safe here.
Yeah, they did have an advantage, pero mukhang kakalmahan lang muna nila. You know, one positive thing here is the bot lane of Team Red is constantly pushing in their favor. It does prevent XDXP from invading the red side jungle of Rebenga's Kindred. So that is one positive note here on Team Red. And balik tayo dun sa binabanggit ko about Team Red. As a team, I feel like they don't have the best early game. But once the mid to late game comes, dun lumalabas yung shot calling and team fight execution that I really like them for. But kung mag-away lang yung dalawang top laners, Lando did flash.
Lando did flash away, and as for Asidia, he also burned his flash early, so it's gonna be topside. Again, Asidia trying his best to snowball. You can expect this guy to pick up Trinity Force. We can see double Darius there. You can expect Stinger soon. But that's normally what you see in Darius right now, to really push in the lanes as fast as you can. Great snowball item, if he actually snowballs.
Yeah, and hindi lang yun eh. Wala naman talagang real tank on the side of Barcy Esports na kailangan bumili ng Black Cleaver on the Darius. I think Trinity Force is a better pickup since if he does get close, all he really wants to do is burst them down.
Pero dito, mahirap din si Asidia to even lock down this Gnar. Look at this Gnar. Ninja Tabi and then Phage is gonna be kited so hard. So Asidia has to play it carefully.
Sobrang hirap na matchup na to. I mean, alam ko naintindihan mo to Vulcan as a top laner. If you're playing Darius into Gnar, maaasar ka lang kasi paulit-ulit ka lang niyang ikakite. It's so difficult for a champion such as the Darius to actually get close onto a Gnar.
There you go. Yeah, that's definitely true. But looks like XDXP is still trying his best to pressure the mid lane. But guys, this is like what we were talking about, that, okay, your early games medyo masaya. Now you can see a lot of kills happening, a lot of invades, but see yung sa 10-minute mark natin, medyo na-slow down yung pace ng team natin. Why is that? Because Varsity Esports, alam nila at this point, Team Red, in a way, they can actually start fights na maybe gives them a small chance to win.
Pero kahit na bumagal yung pace ng game, ito yung situation na gustong mapasok ng Barcy Esports. They want to enter the 10-minute mark with a lead that they can play around. And speaking of leads that they can play around, Rift Herald will help them transition better towards the mid-game.
This is really good because not only the Rift Herald, when you pick it up, you can actually take down turrets really quickly. And you can see dun sa third score natin, wala pang first turret. So look at that, you heard it from the stage. That's gonna be the Rift Herald going towards XDXP. I won't be surprised if nakita tos he's gonna be using here in the mid lane.
Look at this. Isaac is pushed up once again. Emperor not gonna follow up on that. Syempre nakakatakot yung combo ng pillar into the passive from the swing. You can immediately pull a target back.
But so far, Barcy Esports still trying to fight back dun sa bot lane. Tingnan mo yung bot lane talaga, Chista. I mean, you did say that mahirap talaga yung bot lane ni BE because you can see it quite low, the turrets here. But mid lane, looks like Team Red, they're fighting back here. Isaac trying to get more priority here. You can see it right now.
Yeah, but still, I think a major issue is kahit na umabot nga yung point na makahanap ng team fight itong Team Red, their champions won't hit their power spikes at the same time that Varsity Esports does. Yung Swain tsaka yung Ezreal, they've hit their power spike 1 to 2 items, whereas for Team Red, they need at least 2 to 3. So I feel like Team Red has to play it a bit more patiently when looking for these fights.
But for Varsity Esports, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they should be the ones to wait the same time as Team Red.
Yeah.
The more they wait,
Dapat go lang.
mas lugi sila.
Yeah.
Mas lugi sila.
Dapat i-accelerate ng pace nitong Barcy Esports. Pero speaking of the pace, top lane, we're gonna see Nar!
Lando going in, pushing back Asir towards the wall, stunning him down towards the ground, but looks like XTX being quite low, going in for the domain. Ice Pillars there for the slow Asiria, going in for the upper hand. He's gonna get the heal. Is he gonna go for it? They're going for it. Tower Asiria heals up. But it's gonna be Lando with the boulder toss taking down the Darius.
Yeah, well-executed gank right there. Rebeng, hindi niya maka-cancel yung pag-spawn netong Rift Herald. Sakto yung punish. Wala pa rin flashing Darius from that earlier trade against Lando. This first turret immediately gonna go over to Barcy Esports.
They're trying to pin it down here, but looks like it's going to be Varsity Esports taking away the first turret. Uncontested there. Very easy take for BE.
Yeah, and they might get even more chip damage onto the top lane tier 2 tower as XDXP is pushed up here and finally nahanap ng Barcy Esports yung butas dito sa Team Red. You did mention they were snowballing.
Rebecca tried to go in for the Grump contest. Will pay a price there. He does not have his flash up just yet, but it's going to be the ultimate to save that. He does have the flash. Will he get away? No, he will save it in the end, but Lando picks it up.
Yeah, CJ is on the wrong side of the map. He has to recall right now, and look at the top lane tier 2 tower. After that one Rift Herald play, I actually think that Barcy Esports can get 2 towers just from that one gank. So much value gained from the Rift Herald. We see the gold difference right now. There's a 1k gold lead for the Nar in the top lane, and this is something na ayaw mapasok ng Darius. Kahit sinong Darius player, ayaw nilang malagay sa situation na to. You're in a long lane against a Nar. You're gonna get kited to death. There's basically nothing you can do. Tapos si Lando lang magkocontrol neto ni Asidia for the rest of this game. That's a massive lead for the Nar.
5,900 to 4,600. Grabe yung lead kay Lando here. So, not only that, mas ang sulit talaga yung Rift Herald dito, Gisto.
Yeah.
Sobrang sulit kay Varsity Esports that in the end they got 2 turrets and the gold is now 5,000. 14 minutes lang.
Yan. Alam mo, Vulcan, bumabalik to sa pick and ban eh. Nakuha ng Barcy Esports lahat ng champions na gusto nila.
Tama.
They got the champions that had pressure early game, which is what Barcy Esports is known for with their play. They're a very early game focused team. And lumalabas ngayon, Team Red can't match the pace that Barcy Esports is playing at.
But you know what I want to point out dun sa early game natin na BE? You gotta hand it to XTXP on this Toronto.
Yeah.
You gotta hand it towards him, setting things up here, but looks like Venus is looking at the bot lane, same as XTXP, clearing out some vision wards there. That's gonna be a second control. A lot of vision being invested by Varsity Esports. They want to go in clean, but looks like Venus and XTXP taking their slow time Neep and are died.
You know,
Not
I
letting them bite.
like the fact na nababasa ni Rebenga kung nasan si XDXP. Kaso kahit na nandun yung Kindred, his teammates just don't have the same battle stats that Barcy Esports has. So kahit na ang ganda ng read ng jungler ng Team Red, it doesn't amount to anything just because of the deficit na hinaharap nila.
And speaking of dun sa mga deficits na Chisto, tingnan mo yung si XTXP. He's getting the first Drake of the game, Cloud Drake, and I think it suits PE. It suits their style in this game 1.
Exactly. Tinatanong yung next na mag-spawn na Drake. I do believe Cloud pa rin. So,
I think it's gonna be a great asset towards PE, being that they're all over the map here. Not to mention kay Lando, I think I can see a giant spell. Teka lang guys, I think we're gonna expect a gank, but they don't realize they're on top of a ward.
yeah, kailangan mo magsama ng control ward. Kailangan mo mag-sweep ng mga bush, pero just the pressure actually will force Isaac to back off. The Rise is under a lot of threat kapag umabante both the Swain and the Trundle. So, needs to respect the fact na ang laki nung pick-off potential netong Barcy Esports.
Grabe, and yung next drag natin, as you said, Chisto, will be the second Cloud drag. If Barcy Esports takes it away, I think they have full control of them. Grabe yung rotations nila.
Yan, wala na sila mahahabol.
Oo, tama yan.
Lalo na yung added movement speed para sa Nar ni Lando. Paano siya aabutan ni Asidia? Yung tipong nagja-jogging lang si Asidia, si Lando nagsisprint. Yung mga bagay na ganun ba? Pero, going back, Vulcan, this is the perfect situation for Barcy Esports. It's probably the worst case scenario para sa Team Red. Thinking about what they were, what their thoughts were headed into this game, this is definitely not where they wanted to be. Pero after the way pick and ban panned out, ganito na talaga yung situation considering the champions they got didn't necessarily have pressure in lane.
Pero Jay, so looking at the third score, okay, let's hand it towards si Varsity Esports dito. I mean, 3 turrets, 1 Drake. Team Red has nothing so far, but abangan lang guys. Kasi
Meron silang isang kill.
Oo. Because Team Red at this point, they're still waiting for them to scale up. And I say, yeah, looking at the CS, it's not that behind, but it's the fact that Lando gets so much gold from pushing into turrets ahead. And if ever si Lando nakuha siya ng Frozen Mallet, GG na siya.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing the Darius can do. Pero interesting pickup here by Asidia. Meron siyang biniling Raptor Cloak dito, Vulcan. And I'm not sure what the Raptor Cloak
Passive.
might be. Parang sa passive.
Yeah, you wanted to go for an early cheese. Yung
Pero
speed
ide-delay yung power spike ng Trinity Force kasi hindi siya nag-snowball. Pero Raptor Cloak, quite comedic of an item on the Darius. Personally, not a big fan. Tingnan natin kung mapagana nga ba ni Asidia to. Kung madidiskartehan niya yung hinaharap niya.
Speaking of items, Chisto, nakita mo ba yan? Night Spell already completed by XXP, buying towards si Liar.
And that's what you want to do. You want to bind your Night Spell to your AD carry. Alam ka namang sa Shen niya ilagay. That would be very weird.
Bilis naman nung rush dito kasi at this point we did mention that they did get a good gold lead at the early mark here.
Pero tignan mo to, Vulcan. Tignan mo yung configuration ng Barcy Esports. So you've set up for the 1-3-1 Nip!
Flashing in, does not connect the fear just yet. This is Barcy Esports instantly reacting. Liar does not burn his flash, just burns his shift.
Okay, so medyo nag-flash in si Nip doon. Hindi ako sigurado kung ano yung plano. Flash Fear probably to look for an engage. But then again, yung follow-up to that engage probably not the best for Team Red. Di ganun kalaki yung crowd control option sila. Given that it's mostly single target, nothing big AoE to immediately engage onto Varsity Esports. And malaking issue din to para sa Team Red. Kasi in order to stop the 1-3-1 split push that Varsity Esports is doing at the moment, tignan mo yung side lanes, all of them are pushing in favor of PE. One way that Team Red can stop this is to actually find picks and look for engage. And that's one thing that their team lacks.
And I think that's going to be Barcy Esports taking away the mid lane outer turret. I mean, yeah, that's what they lack at here. But you gotta hand it towards be playing this very safe. You could see the amount of vision being invested by B here. Grabbing yung investment sila sa vision here. They don't want to get surprised by Neeb's fiddlesticks here, but looking at Lando going in there for Isaac. Isaac locked down towards the wall here. Double teleport coming in. Lando with Stun United, locking down Isaac with the stun. And that's gonna be Barcy Esports again taking up one key member here. Isaac is removed from this map.
Yeah, well played. Galing sa Barcy Esports. Using the Shed ultimate offensively rather than defensively, knowing that they can get a pick off. But Neep wants to find something. Probably not gonna get it.
Okay, but he may just get it here. Liar does flash away. Ordex still on to the Ezra, and that's gonna be a Asidia going for the dunk. Flash in, apprehend for the lockdown.
Yeah, finally something goes the way of Team Red. Ano pa kaya mahanap nila dito? Mid lane is looking like such a good target for them. I think they have to give this up. But look at the teleport here from the Gnar. Oh, here comes Barcy.
Going for it. Venus is going on for Asidia. Meanwhile, Emperor is going on to Neep. Is going on to Rebenka. Laughter Spider is there to delay the fight. Neep trying to get away there. Flash in from Emperor, trying to pop him down. But that's going to be Emperor finally taking him down. Rebenka towards the Raptors camp. And they're still going to chase him down. XXP. Leading the charge there, Ice Pillar's there for the slow, and one an easy double kill going to Emperor.
Yeah, and malaking issue yun. Wala silang vision curl. They didn't know that the flank was coming around. They pushed too far forward. Overconfident after that pick off onto the Ezreal. It's looking like a free Baron over to Barcy Esports. Walang magagawa ang Team Red dito.
And looking at Team Red's vision there, no control there. The Barcy Esports here. Great control. Two members are down. Looks like we're going to be seeing Rebecca spawning from the fountain in 5 seconds. And that's too late.
Yeah, and the moment this Baron goes down, this game is well and truly in the hands of Barcy Esports. Sila na ang magko-control nitong next 3.5 minutes dito sa mapa. Basically, nawawalan na ng options itong Team Red.
And the next Drake, which is the Cloud Drake, is going to spawn in 28 seconds. So, let's see here, yung gold lead natin reaching the 9K. Saktong 9K mark here, guys, for game 1. So, medyo delikata yung spot ng Team Red dito.
Yeah, definitely now. Babalik na sa split push itong Barcy Esports. One thing, wala silang teleport on all of their members. So, the split push not quite as threatening as before. Pero, those teleports will come back up soon once nawala na yung Baron buff.
So far, so good for Barcy Esports. Going for a side lane pressure here. So, looks like Team Red. At this point, can they go for something here, Gisto?
You know, Vulcan, ayoko yung magko-call ka kagad ng game. Pero kung analyst ka, isipin mo sa sarili mo okay, late game yung draft ng Team Red. 20 minutes pa lang, down na silang 10k gold. Ito yung mga sitwasyon na ayaw maharap ng teams na nagda-draft for the late game. If the lead wasn't 10k, if it was 5k, 6k, manageable, pwede pa rin tayo makabalik. Pero, considering the way the game has panned out, it's so difficult for Team Red to actually find a way back into this game. It just feels like Varsity Esports is fully in control of what's gonna happen next.
I mean, kahit sa early game natin, Chisto, nakita natin yung ginagawa ni XTXP dito. Look at that. 7 out of 9 KP right there. You're gonna head towards the Trundle. Early ganks really establish a solid lead for Varsity Esports. But right now, Team Red, can they delay the game even more?
I'm trying to look at ways that they could, pero it's gonna be difficult considering that they don't have the best wave clear in the world. Yeah, may Rise sila, pero they can easily get engaged on. Sobrang dali. Pillar, Swain, will taunt. Napakadali para sa Varsity Esports na pigilan yung wave clear. Patayin kagad itong si Isaac. So,
and one thing that we do want to point out is, di ba late game sinasabi mo kanina? Teka lang dun sa top lane, Emperor going in there with
nakita
the
na
Dark
natin to.
Ascension. Venus going in with a Stallion United. Taunt connects up to Isaac. Isaac trying to flash away. Pops the Ghost and Flash. Can he get away here? Venus still chasing him down. Ignite is sticking. Venus going in. Flash and Taunt. What a clean takedown.
yeah, bloodthirsty support right there. Kailangan ko na makuha tong kill to. Pero Vulcan, parang nakita na natin to before. Pero in the bot lane, they use the stand unite onto the Gnar. This time onto the Swain. Once again, si Isaac yung napitas. Walang matitrade itong Team Red.
Meanwhile, the mid lane, Nim going in. Lyre Sphere down. Arda going in for the kill, but Lee takes him down. Arda is quite low, trying to get away. Okay, now they're backing away here, but Mira Rebecca is going in for the assist to Emperor. Going in, Nim's very low. They're still chasing down the Sway.
Arda.
Emperor is quite low. Rebecca does not see that coming. Stasis being popped there. Venus going in with a Shadow Dash. Nothing connects. Team Red backing away from the blue side, but Emperor short of one shot from a kill there. Great bind for the Sway. Looks like Team Red couldn't get a kill there. Same with Team Barcy Esports.
Alam mo, Vulcan, maswerte yung Varsity Esports na meron silang lamang dun eh. If Team Red was a bit closer, if they had more items, more damage, I think those would have been more than one kill. Maswerte sila na si Lyre lang yung nakuha if you're Varsity Esports. Remember, wala yung Stand United. It would use offensively once again in the top lane. So at least, ganun, masustall ng Team Red yung push.
And now for Team Red, if they stall it long enough, then maybe we can see this Nashor's Tooth come online for Arda. Kasi alam natin, for Kaisa, Nashor's Tooth and Rage Blade.
Yeah, ito na yung gusto ng Kaisa. This is a situation that Arda wanted to be in. He already has both his items completed. Would want something like probably a Zonia's Hourglass for defensive options, or if he wants to play it a bit more risky, go for Rabadon's Death Cap. But at least Arda now has a bit of damage that he can toss out in team fights. Definitely a threat dito sa Barcy Esports. So they have to watch out for Arda's Kaisa.
I mean, despite ang kita tayo na dito guys, 9K, near 10K, I think it's still, in a way, manageable for Team Red. Kasi sinasabi mo kanina, Chisto, diba? Late game yung drafting Team Red. Yung kay PE, can you say that come late game, can they match the same scaling ng Team Red?
Nah, definitely not. There's no way that they're gonna outscale a Kindred, Kaisa, and a Rise. Pero for majority of this game, yung tanong ko pa rin is, aabot ba dun itong Team Red?
And that's what we're seeing Barcy Esports doing right now. As fast as they can, they want to end the game. Pero guys, alam natin kung Team Red, late game draft nila. And as Shisto said, hindi kaya nila mag-handle sila dun sa late game. But now, Barcy Esports trying to look for something. Maybe another pickup to Isaac.
You know, I'm thinking right now, I feel like the next Baron might decide this game. If Team Red is able to secure the next Baron of the game, they have enough time to stall out. But if Barcy gets it, then they can use that to close out. Next Baron decides this game.
Okay, so the Baron is not just spawning right now. It will be quite some time before we wait for it, Chisto. But let's see. I think when the Baron spawns, we can really expect that Team Red will contest this Baron. Because alam nila, if they give the second Baron away, and we all know that the second Baron, the second Elder is always strong, and it's gonna wrap up the game fast. So that's what Team Red really wants to prevent.
Kaso ang hirap mag-setup ng Baron, considering na hindi sila makapush in sa lanes, wala silang vision of that area. Tignan mo yung ginagawa dito ng Barcy Esports. They're choking out Team Red of places they can go to. Naglalapag sila ng control ward nila habang tinatanggal yung wards na nilalagay netong Team Red. So Team Red is basically playing blind in this game.
And kanina diba, Chisto, tinagit natin yung vision control ni Barcy Esports dito.
Yeah.
I mean, great control still. Red side is theirs.
Yeah, hawak na nila itong mapa na to. Pero the game has slowed down quite a bit. Barcy Esports haven't been getting the pickoffs that they were getting earlier. Team has to be a bit careful here.
Okay, that's gonna be the 6th turret towards Barcy Esports side. Team Red has 0 turrets and 0 Drakes here. Next Drake will spawn in 1 minute and 17 seconds. Now Baron, guys, yung Baron will spawn in 1 minute and, well, less than a minute here right now.
Yeah, and ito na nga yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, Vulcan, na next Baron might decide this game. This is where Team Red has to make their stand. They need to find a miracle kung gusto lang i-delay pa itong game na to because things are just looking well and truly on the side of Varsity Esports.
Okay, so you can see your Team Red. Slowly.
There's no quick way they can do it. Hindi sila pwede magmadali kasi pag nagmadali sila, magmamadali sila sa kamatayan nila.
I mean, they're going in slowly. I mean, very cautiously kasi alam nila at this point, Varsity Esports, grabe yung control nila dun sa mapa.
Yeah.
So, Baron will spawn in 20 seconds here. Looks like RJ will scout out Venus.
Okay, so... Let's see, anong magagawa ng Team Red dito? There are some things they could do. They can use their Realm Warp to get in, but once again, they are playing blind. So basically, kailangan nila mag-face check into everything. The setup here still has to be good on the side of Varsity Esports. You don't want to throw away the game at this point, considering how good they've played for the first 26 minutes.
And normally when you run the, when you're a Fiddlestick, wouldn't you be the one to actually catch them surprise dun sa face check?
So bakit ka mag-face check kung Fiddlesticks ka? Diba? Ang
That's
laking
really,
issue
really
nun eh. Parang, sino mag-face check? Okay, mag-face check si Asidia and he just gets immediately melted because you put Subjugate on the Darius. Wala siyang tank stats. Mataunt ka nung Shen, wasak ka na kaagad. Infernal Drake pa yung isang Dragon na nakuha ng Barcy Esports. Talagang nilulugi itong Team Red. So, Baron, next objective here para sa BE. What
And now
can Team Red do?
So 20 minutes into this game, 10k gold lead in the favor of Barcy Esports. Baron is live right now, and you can see here, isang ward. One small
It's a good
ward
ward.
gets undetected.
Yeah, syempre kapag nandun sa loob ng pit, yung control ward na yun, okay, nahanap na ni Venus, never mind. Pinupuri natin yung ward, pero mukhang nag-research itong Barcy Esports. Alam nila lahat ng sikreto na yun. Nanonood sila ng League of Legends sa competitive.
Wow, speaking of wards and vision control,
Yeah, I like the vision score. Ito yung mga tipong kakampi na gusto mo sa team niya. Sila yung tunay na nagwa-wards.
si Venus talaga, yung vision score niya, 93. No wonder Team Barcy has a lot of control in all across the map here. Great job.
They do have control over this area. Makikita nila lahat ng papasukan
Oh wow, that's a
netong
lot.
Team Red. There is one ward, but it doesn't spot out the Baron. So, hindi pa rin alam ng Team Red kung sinimulan na to. It is being started. Kayang-kayang i-3-man to. XDXP will tank this. Liar is there for DPS.
And meanwhile, in the bot side, Lando is pushing away the bot lane. Neat knows this. Benga to every member of Team Red. They're trying to stop the Baron. Great job by Team Red to try to show some aggression dun sa Baron pit natin.
Okay, ngayon, ang issue dito is, yung nagli-lane sa bot na tumatapat kay Lando, walang teleport. The Rise won't be able to join the fight as quickly as Lando kapag nagsimula na dun sa Baron. Ngayon, naisip na nila yun, Asidia is matching the push of the Gnar, but he's 3 levels behind. There's no way that Asidia could actually stop Lando from chipping away from these turrets. Now, the play na gagawin ng Barcy Esports, they're gonna start the Baron. If force out nila yung teleport neto ni Asidia, then they could back off. They can just do this over and over, pero looking at the itemization here, Morellonomicon seems to be the third item that both the Ryze and the Kai'Sa wants to pick up. Gonna want to deal with the healing from both the Swain and the Thunder.
So you can see here, guys, dun sa Team Red. Item-wise, they're really scaling up well, but looking at for Varsity Esports, dahil sobrang sa lead sila, si Liar, nakuha siya ng QSS, but looking at the Ezreal here, Blade of Doran King, 24s, and completed the Merman.
And alam mo, Vulcan, gusto ko yung Quicksilver Sash neto ni Liar, because we talked about the lack of engage, the lack of crowd control on the side of Team Red. Now, considering Ezreal very slippery as a marksman, having the QSS as well means na sobrang hirap huliin netong Ezreal.
So when it comes to Team Red here at this point, it's more about the Baron dance we're seeing in the mid lane. Not so much yet, but we can expect that when this Baron is going to be the second Baron that can decide the game, you know that these teams are going to invest a lot of vision, a lot of time. Sobrang patient sila dito because they cannot rush this Baron. It's going to be reckless because Team Red is getting really well towards the late game here despite the gold deficit. You can see on the Kai'Sa. That will be a third item in the making here, yung Morellonomicon.
Yeah, pero kahit na hindi pa kompleto yung pangatlong item neto ni Arde, he still dishes out a lot of damage. Ngayon, Baron is being started.
Okay, everyone knows what's up.
Okay,
So,
nagpag sila ng ward, pero hindi nila alam kung na-start talaga. Now, teleport's gonna come out. I wonder if... Oh, this engage!
Venus going to flash in tunnel to Neve, trying to get away. Last Spite is there, delaying the fight. Venus backing away here. Neve going in with the close up, does not last any member here. That's gonna be Liar taking him down with a snipe. Every member of Team Red clutched together there, XXP for the zone. Now, Barcy Esports They're going for the Baron.
Look at Lando. Watch out for the turn. Lando is in Mega Gnar. If Team Red walks up, Flash Gnar to, matic.
Oh, they're walking up. That's near the wall. Lander's going in. Flash Gnar onto Rebenka. Is stunned towards the wall. Every member of Varsity Esports going for the Kendrick. That's going to be Emperor. Take him down. But Liar will be able to snipe him away. Or they're being zoned out here. Asidia left alone. Can he go for the cleanup? No! Gets denied. That's only going to be Isaac remaining from the Baron contest of Team Red.
Yeah, walang Darius Pentakill highlight play para doon. Para kay Asidia ngayon. Baron will definitely go over to the side of Barcy Esports. Kahit na hindi mapupunta to kay Liar, still a big win for Barcy. They play the Baron dance well. Ito na yung premyo nila.
And this is going to be the second Baron going towards Barcy Esports. Looks like Team Red, they tried to take this away. They tried to contest this, to try and delay the game so that they can bounce back here. But looks like Barcy Esports will shut the door there.
Pero if you think about it, Volkan, walang choice yung Team Red. They had to walk up. They had to do something to at least not give it up for free. Pero ang ganda ng punish. They used the Gnar to turn. I feel like Team Red could have waited a bit longer. Antayin nilang mawala yung Mega Gnar. But at that point, matatapos na rin yung Baron. So they really didn't have much of a choice. They had to risk it there. The risk doesn't pay off ngayon. Barcy Esports still in control.
Gold lead-wise, you can see it on your screens. 13K, 33 minutes in. But item-wise, maybe we can expect a scimitar from Liar. But looking at yung si Arda and yung Kaiza, complete the Morello. But now I'm expecting more items from this guy, more damage spikes, so that come late game, Team Red has what it takes to delay even more. But right now, Baron is in the hands of BE. Looks like Team Red, they just wanted to burn it.
Yeah, you know, I feel like Arda can actually shred through the front line of Barcy Esports. Pero malaking issue na wala siyang front line dito. Asidia won't be able to survive long enough for Arda to actually deal all of his damage. And QSS pick up even on the Darius, so gonna cleanse away from a bit of the crowd control. Pero still, I feel like there's not enough of a front line. Consider that merong subjugate yung Trundle. You can immediately remove the tank stats of the Darius. So there's basically no non-priority target on the side of Team Red. Kung sinong gustong patayin ng Barcy Esports, they could just focus all of their damage onto that and definitely they will die.
Man, it's gonna be hard for Lando if for Asidia. Kaya nang itemize siya. Any tank stats, man.
It's been hard for Asidia this entire game.
Yeah.
Bad matchup in lane, gets picked off, gets ganked even.
And that's gonna be the second Infernal Drake going towards Barcy Esports. Look at that. Quadruple Drake in the hands of BA with all the turrets in their hands. 6 to nothing.
I feel like hindi nila kailangan yung Elder Drake para tapusin yung game. But it would feel nice to get a 4-stack Elder Drake. And Lando is pushing back 3 members of Team Red. He's level 18, Asidia still 16.
Wow, look at that behind him. 2 levels behind there, and Asidia can't go for a fight. Look at that being kited there, but looks like XP. Slowing down Isaac, trying to look for something here, guys. So Varsity Esports pushing away the all lanes here. It's gonna be a 1-3-1 so far.
Yeah, this is the setup that they wanted. You have double teleport on their solo laners and walang globals available itong Team Red. Ngayon, tignan mo to, Lando's just constantly gonna chip at this and there's nothing Asidia can do. Doesn't have flash apprehend. A pretty easy siege for Barcy Esports. The question in my mind is how does Team Red stop it?
Team Red, in a way, they can try and clear, but it's very difficult at this point. Yeah. That's the second Baron, guys, so you expect to be stronger there, but looking at what a great engage there was from Team Red, trying to go for something, trying to force it there, but in the end, Varsity Esports, they're just letting the minions do the work here.
Yeah, I feel like Varsity still has to be careful. Tignan mo yung items nung Kai'Sa at nung Ryze. We did mention late game is their advantage. We're well and truly on the way there. They're hitting their power spikes. 2 to 3 items already on both the Ryze and the Kai'Sa. They finally break the base.
But is it just in time here, Gisto? Is it going to be enough for Team Red? Is it too late? Is it too late here? That's the real question here because Team Red, mid lane inhibitor is exposed. And that's going to be Barcy Esports taking it away.
Okay, now, Barcy Esports can't allow their members to get engaged on. They're going to transition to his bot lane inhibitor. Marami ng chip damage to the tower, so Lando easily took it down. Very textbook play. Galing dito sa Barcy. Oh! We're gonna see what is the damage?
They're going into extra XP. Pops the stopwatch. He gets the stand united. Team Red picks him off. This is what they're looking for. Realm Orb. No one goes in for the fight there. They're happy by taking down only extra XP.
Yeah, that's gonna stop the push for now. I think they're still gonna look at the damage though onto the structures.
Ito na, Chase, yung scaling ng late game ni Team
Yeah,
Red.
nakita mo yung burst onto XP. I think that was Kai'Sa passive tapos yung E ni Kindred immediately gets shredded through the subjugate heal and the Stand United. And ito yung nakakatakot if you allow Team Red to weather the storm, if you let them scale up, they're just gonna destroy you.
And seeing how XXP was shredded, it's going to be hard for, let's say, Varsity Esports to actually clear out this game as fast as they can. Because alam natin, Jiso, kanina tayo, we always talked about yung early game advantage ng Varsity Esports, yung si Team Red. They just have to wait it out, right?
Yeah, humihina na yung bagyo.
I think this is the time where Team Red can actually reel in the goal. I mean, this is the time for them to shine na.
Yeah, but it might be an issue. Wala silang mid lane and bot lane inhibitor, so the obvious play here for Barcy Esports would to send Lando to either one of those lanes. Tapos apat sila in the top lane, so...
Tingnan mo si XXP dito, Chisto. Nag-pick up siya ng Gargle Stone Plate kasi he's pretty tired of being shredded down.
At this point ng game, hindi na lampas na tayo sa early game kung saan talaga nag-shine si XDXP. At this point, he's just an ultimate on his team. Taga-subjugate lang siya netong Darius, and he knows this. All he needs to do is tank and buy time for his team to actually push down and deal damage. So he's fulfilling that role, pretty much transitioning into what Trundle late game is.
Ziggs Convergence, Night Spout, that's all you need.
Taga-ult lang siya, pre.
Pang-ult lang siya to shred the front line. Or yung, actually, Subjugate team used to go for the tankiest member or a member you just want to immediately pump. In this case, possibly si Arde.
Okay, now, if Lando gets engaged on, he does have Guardian Angel to buy time for his team. Pero ito yung setup na binanggit natin earlier. They're gonna send Lando to one of the lanes without an inhibitor, then they're gonna try and chip down at this tower. Note that...
Oh, Venus being ruled down here. Venus trying to get away. He does burn his flash. Meanwhile, Neep taking some damage. Line up from the side. Building up his rage bar, going into Arde, but Arde pushing it away. Minions from the bot, falling to the base. Minions from the mid, also doing the same. Varsity Esports still pressuring hard. Lando going in for the mid lane, for the bot, towards the bot now. Okay.
Note that Ezreal isn't the best AD carry for going for sieges. All you can do is poke, but you really can't deal that much damage without, considering that he is a bit short range. So, mabagal babagsak yung tower na yun at least. Lando is in Mega Gnar form, so if a fight does break out now, advantage over to Barcy Esports.
That's going to be Barcy going for the second wave here. It's gonna crash soon. Look at that, Roar Storm in, Neep going over for Venus, silencing him down, Venus trying to get away. With the Shadow Dash, Rebecca chasing him down, Neep going in there, Venus is really low. Every member of Team Red going in hard to Venus. They survive.
They're on the wrong side.
Still alive there, the base is in shambles. All members of Team Red zoned out from the base. They're forced to recall. Can they go in time here? Lando buying some time. Acidia, Neep, and Isaac trying to buy here. Stanula coming
now.
in. Acidia being slowed. Acidia being rolled down. Acidia getting all piled off by Barcy Esports trying to get away. Does not survive. Only Arde remains here in the base trying to push out the waves here. Rebecca backing away. Neep and Isaac really zoned out from the base.
With a Siegen now. Okay, Emperor's just gonna pop.
And just
Rebecca
going for
on the
a
backside.
straight dive. Look at that. Emperor at this point. Trying to shred any members there. Arde going in for a 1v1 there. Meanwhile, Isaac trying to stop the waves. Team Barcy Esports trying to end the game as fast as they can. That's Nexus 1. They're aiming for the second Nexus. Barcy Esports not backing out just yet. But look at Arde. Getting their shotgun goal. They can't go for the clean up. Venus going in for the taunting down that Kaiser, immediately removing the only hope of Team Red. And now game 1 looks like Barcy Esports going for a wrap-up.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the game here for Barcy Esports. They led for majority of that game. They take game 1 over Team Red. Up 1-0 dito sa best of 3 natin.
Oh, guys, note that this is a best of 3 series, but note that for Team Red, they tried their best to hold on though.
Yeah.
I mean, waiting for their late game, waiting for their time to shine. We saw yung small instance na yung Kaiser damage. That's what we want to see.
It was very slow and steady for Barcy Esports. They didn't take that many risks compared to Team Red. They did take